Welcome to the energy of the day. Today is Thursday, September 11th. We are going ahead and seeing what is in the energy through the water, basically water viewing, water scrying, and then I'll be adding some tarot at the end as extra confirmation or extra pieces of advice. Okay, so give me 1 second. Let me write everything down that I see and hear. I'll provide a timestamp as usual, and we'll go from there. Okay. Okay, so let's go ahead here. Let's take a look. Let's see what's actually going on. Quite a lot of animals this time around. That's okay. That's not a problem. I'll probably write up a description of each one under the video, so this way everybody can see what it's about. But let's go ahead here. Let's see what's going on. Deer, stag, or elk, that is for connection to nature, connection to higher self, things of that nature. Bobcat, lynx, I believe that one actually gave me more of like the bear or the bear spirit, even though the bear spirit is more about protection, and making sure you are, you have a thick skin to things, whatever the case is. The bobcat and the lynx gave me more of intimidation, or the art of intimidation. It is possible that you recently just opened up a brand new door for yourself, which the open door did come through as well. And that means that you are more like yourself to a degree. It, like, when we think of a bobcat or a lynx, it's not very imposing, but it is at the same time, right? So it's something like this where you have kind of gracefully opened up a new door for yourself, and it feels like you're not going to be as easily taken advantage of as before, is what I'm getting here. Stag beetle, for some reason, don't know why that was extremely specific. I'm going to look into that a little bit later. All right, we have calm stillness. Then we have some sunsets. Somebody likes to be on their porch and sip their tea or I was going to say drink, but regardless, sip their tea or their coffee or whatever this is. It felt more like a practice of relaxation. So that's the porch and the tea there. The open field is actually in the open field. So maybe some of you are located in a place where you do have a bit of an open field in front of you, or something like that, or an open field behind you in your backyard, something like this. That came through as well, but that I feel is more like an open pathway for yourself. The open doors is there, and the cane, specifically like a crooked cane type of thing, came through this time around. I know there's some significance to that one as well. And I'll be looking into both the stag beetle and the cane afterwards, and I'll put those up along with the other animals as well here. However, overall in the read, as a general energy, it is more about opening up the door for yourself, being more protective with your own currency in terms of energy, and also not being as easily influenced by others or easily taken advantage of by others by, having that like bobcat lynx kind of intimidation. It's not in your face type. It's more like it's a stoic presence. It's more like that. Okay. You basically have, developed the art of being stoic and being, really mature for yourself. Right. And some people may not really take that very well, but that's their thing. It's not your thing. For you, it's more important to stay vigilant in your own life and keep your own passions and heart flame and all that lit. Of course, compassion to other people is always important, but any kind of shenanigans, you're not really going to be for that anymore. Okay. You're not going to be susceptible to it, actually, to be honest with you. All right, let's move along here. From the forest spirits, we've got what? Lovely. Fire elemental and the tortoise. Great. So burn away the old and forge a new path to face the world with purpose and determination. This is what you have been doing and have done. And that's why that whole energy of like you being a new person is basically either you've already achieved it now or you're just super close to it. The only thing is take things slow and steady and persevere to achieve your goals and reap rewards. So when I mentioned the stoic personality, where you are in a mature phase of your life, that's basically what we're talking about here. We do have the dragonfly, which is this perspective. Be flexible and willing to change direction if needed. If needed to get a broader view of things. So, adaptable, right? You can't just be all nitty gritty and that's it. Being, like I mentioned, having compassion for people, but not to the point where you allow yourself to become taken advantage of in the long run. That kind of outlook or that kind of pattern is no longer going to be in your life anymore. And it's very lovely, actually. This is a very healthy and lovely, read. We do have the snow leopard. Take some time out of your usual life and spend it in solitude. That's one thing. You probably have already done this. And the next piece of advice is what? Let's take a look here. What's the next piece of advice, please? What is the next piece? Oh. Make a stand for what you believe in and do what feels right in spite of any judgment or disapproval from others. Yeah, I think this is what's going on now. You have come to a type of we do have a panda. That's actually pretty funny because the bear was there too. Create a sacred space for yourself in your home or at a place of work. Yeah, you are in this space for yourself overall that truthfully, I don't think you're taking any more of other people's extra stuff on your shoulders. Not as much anymore as you used to. That's going to help you transition into a person who is, morally nice. Okay. I almost want to say it like that. It's almost like you know your limits kind of thing. You know your limits and you'll be able to kind of move forward from that, right? So this is actually really, really nice. This is really, really nice. You will gain the ability to also, listen to your own other self, the other side of yourself, which is the one that is trying to bring you as many messages as possible. Some people call it the higher self. Some people call it God. Some people call it the consciousness. Whatever this is, okay. I call it energetic data. It's kind of like part of all the source of all knowing kind of thing. But whatever the label, that's what you'll tap into in order to make wiser, healthier choices for yourself down the road, is basically what's going on, and no longer become, part of a crowd that is not really for you anymore. Actually, it's not really for you anymore. And I don't think you're going to be, partaking or engaging with individuals who are just not there. Okay, they're just not there. All right, or not present, right? Not aware, whatever. Let's see here in terms of the actual tarot, what that has to say about this overall. I just feel like a person has created a shift for themselves in order to become a better individual down the road for themselves, make themselves proud, start listening to their own better judgment, things of that nature. And I think that's really, really nice. For those of you that have that porch with that open field, I think you've spent some days on there or on that porch, contemplating the importance of life in general, and then getting to your own understanding here that moving forward is the way to go into a place of peace and prosperity. Oh, that's lovely. That's very nice. Where, people are nice, things are good. I mean, don't get me wrong. You may get some unfortunate events here and there. It's not all airy-fairy, but it feels like it's not going to be as devastating as it was previously for you. 4 of Wands. Yeah, going for your stability here. 2 of Wands. And 4 of Cups. So there are some things that you may require to say no to with the 2 of Wands and the 4 of Cups. What do you require? The Tower. That's what you require to say no to. There we go. Dodging bullets, guys. Apparently here, you'll start to come to your own understanding that stability and security is very important to you. Now it can be financial, material, or it could be also emotional stability and security for yourself. The 4 of Wands can mean basically just stability as a whole and security as a whole. And that's what you will focus yourself on to make sure that you are okay in life. And there are some options that you will come across that will be quite disruptive, and you're supposed to say no to those. Is there anything else? Let's take a look. So you're just going to use better wise discernment apparently here. You're going to come to your own realizations here in life in general. Okay. You're going to understand what life is all about. All right. And you're going to choose to go into a more happier outcome for yourself. Just overall, individually as a person, what really makes you happy, right? And you'll come to your personal assessment. You maybe have already done this, but you will come to your personal assessment. You will fire yourself up to make sure that your light doesn't die off here or dim down for the sake of other people's convenience. Instead, you will choose to prioritize yourself. And in this case, what will happen is you will dodge not some great individuals here or events here. Okay. I wish you guys all the very best. This looks awesome. And I will post about the stag beetle and I will also post about the cane. All right. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.